Hi, it's Megan. So I have been buying into sort of the Bite limited edition shades, cream deluxe lipstick shades that they've had on the Sephora website. So the first one was a bit of a mess, and then the shade was reissued, and the formula the second time around was so much better. But that kind of turned me off of 2, and then I don't know, I just never bit for the next ones. But I bit for number 5 because, because I just am really into these lavender shades. I don't know, they're cool tones, so they're not for everyone, but I like how they look with blue eyes. So I got one, which they're $36 for 0.14 ounce, and this is what it looks like. It comes with a cap that looks like this, kind of fun. And then of course it says Bite right there, which wears off, and it's got a red package. This is what it looks like, and you can see that's what it looks like. And I'm going to show it next to a couple of other purple shades I have. So according to them, they call it a hazy lilac, and what that really means is that it's kind of light to medium. It's got definitely muted lavender with some gray, but also some pink. So when I compared it to a lot of the other shades that I have that have the lavender name on them, it was totally different. And part of the reason why it was totally different, and so different from the version of number 1, actually both versions of number 1 that I had, is that it's a little bit more sheer. So I can actually, I sometimes will draw on my hand to see if I can see, or how much of the color of the pen I can see through. Here I can actually see the slight shading from the veins there. So I don't even need to do a pen, because I can kind of see the slight blue. And so if you see it on my my lips, I have pretty pigmented lips, so it looks quite pink. It actually looks pinker on my lips, I think, than it looks off, just because with that kind of sheerness, my natural lip color is showing through. The coverage of it is super great. If you see it, covers my whole lip beautifully. Like, I have no complaint with that. It doesn't wear super well. I would say if I don't touch it, it's about 2 hours max, and we're pushing it at 2 hours. Because I was in the car in traffic, this being LA, that's the best time actually sometimes to test out a lipstick, especially a sheer lipstick. And after 2 hours in the car, I was driving all over the place. I could see the pink coming through, definitely, but it didn't look bad. It looked fine, it looked nice, but I definitely saw the pink. I didn't get any bleeding, I didn't get dryness of my lips, I didn't get any like bunching up, but I did start seeing the pink kind of showing through in little patches. So, do I like it? I do. What I like about it, I think that it makes lavender much more wearable if you want to try kind of a purple lipstick. With some of these ones that are a little bit more sheer, you get the benefit of them looking better and more natural because your natural lip color shows through a little bit, but that can be a plus or a minus. My lips are pretty pigmented, so things look usually pretty good in that situation. It's a benefit, not a negative, but I'm not sure if you have, you know, really light lips, it's going to be such a positive, especially as the lavender starts wearing away. The other thing about shades like lavender is they're not fully natural looking on, so having your own lip color show a little bit more through is actually a positive. When I was thinking about the formula, and this was a controversial formula, the MAC Patent Polish actually is what came to mind. And so this is the Patent Pink, which is a little bit of a lavender shade. And it's definitely more pink than the Bite. So you can see the Patent Pink versus the Bite. But I feel like the texture of the formula was a little bit similar. The MAC is just a touch bit shinier, but as far as on the lips, I think that they look a lot the same. So if you like this kind of a formula, you will definitely like it. If you don't, you might not. I think it's going to be a mixed. Then comparing it to a couple of other lavenders, I have Illamasqua Posture, and so this I'm putting on the side. This is definitely cooler, less pink. Look at how much, all of a sudden, this looks almost orchidy, right? Once you put that next to it, this is definitely more gray, more purple, cooler tones. Amazing when you put something next to it, how different it can suddenly look. Then the one that's getting all the big comparisons, and it's funny when I got the lipstick. Wow, this looks exactly like Dominique, and it looks almost exactly like Dominique in the tube, but it's totally different on. So this is the NARS Dominique, and we'll put that here. Again, so different. This is just a much more opaque, darker formula than this one. The color is also, I don't know, more Plum. It almost looks actually surprisingly a little bit warmer. And last but not least, the Tom Ford Stavros, that much coveted shade. I was talking to a Tom Ford rep and they said, we didn't even have that many. Nobody expected anyone would buy that color. And it sold out super fast. So I'll put this one in the last. It's just totally different right there. It's just totally, totally different. It's much closer to the La Masqua. They don't even, these two don't even look like they're in the same family. This one is just so much more pink and so much more warm. So anyway, that's it. I think that it is a great lipstick for some people, but some people will not love it. Anyway, there's my swatches. I would love to hear your thoughts, comments. You know, everyone is going to have a different comment on this particular lipstick if they have it, just because of that sheerness to the formula. So I'd love to hear what you have to say. And then also please subscribe on YouTube. It does help me a lot.